Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, the entire Democrat basically caucus in Congress literally bent the knee to George Floyd and to Black Lives Matter. Like, they quite literally did that.
And that was a bad thing?
I think it was a stupid thing.
What's up, guys? VinceDao here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Subscribe, especially if you are new. So today, I'm excited to announce that the panel we did for Vice World News is now out on their YouTube channel. Finally, they basically invited me onto this whole debate panel of Asian liberals versus Asian conservatives. So be sure to go check that out. Show me some love in the comments. I'd appreciate that. You know the deal. I'm gonna start doing content reacting to and, breaking down the panel starting tomorrow. Kind of want to just give a day to let people watch it first. I also have an exam tonight, so there's that. Yeah, I'm a sophomore in college, by the way, for people who didn't know. Yeah, I'm like 19 years old. So again, we'll start doing our little reaction content tomorrow. What I want to talk about today is simply the promotional graphic for this panel because I thought it was hilarious and in many ways sums up the entire panel itself. Like, I obviously encourage you to go watch it, but if you don't care to, you can basically get the summary from this picture right here. Okay? So there's me in the upper corner, and then just look at these facial expressions. Yeah, classic, huh? That really does sum it up. Now, some people have said, he's the best dressed, he's the most handsome guy there, he's already won. Okay? Now look, I didn't say that. Y'all said that, not me, okay? I'm not that arrogant, I wouldn't say it myself, but some people have said that, okay? I will say that the suit was an intentional fashion choice on my part for two reasons. First of all, I mean, say what you will about Vice. Yeah, they're a bunch of idiot leftists, but they're also one of the biggest news outlets in America. And so if I'm doing a panel with them, I'm gonna show up well-dressed, right? Not out of respect for them, because I don't respect them, but out of respect for the platform and the audience and the setting. There's something to be said about that. Now, I will admit, it's Vice, and they're inviting a bunch of leftists. I know they're all gonna dress like hipsters, so did I low-key think it would be a power move to be the best dressed guy there? Hey, I didn't say yes, okay? Not necessarily, but I did know it was going to be a situation where I was gonna get teamed up on. And I might as well just kind of stick out and seize the spotlight, right? But yeah, this picture right here basically sums up the panel. I mean, really, it was VinceDao versus everybody, It was a great time. We frankly wouldn't take it any other way, okay? People said that Vice kind of set it up to be me versus everyone. Yeah, of course they did. They were not going to make it a fair fight. I didn't expect it to be fair. It's Vice, I knew I was going into the belly of the beast here. I also, again, you guys be the judge of that. I thought I handled it pretty well for being in that situation. But again, watch it yourself. You can decide. What I do want to address is this. It's the whole argument of why I went on Vice. A lot of my fans were like, why are you speaking to them? That's liberal media. Well, it is, but it's also exposure, right?
Yeah, but they're gonna cut you up to make you look bad.
I know. That's why I went into it the way I did. That's why I tried to be as accurate with my words as I could and make myself heard in every single segment we taped because I knew they were going to be biased against me, which they were, okay? I will say, you can't really tell in the final cut of that whole thing, but we did that panel for like 3 hours, and throughout the whole thing, I was literally never allowed the last word. Like every single time, it was that Muslim dude below me who's doing his effeminate little, and then the moderator lets him speak, and then it's always like, okay, next topic. Even in the editing, there is so much that they cut out that I wish they left in. But again, none of that shocks me. I knew all of that was gonna happen. It's Vice. And even just look at where they placed me. They have the two conservatives on the far side, and then they stuck me right in the belly of the beast, like literally surrounded by the sharks so that all of the liberals could gang up on me. So with that said, let me answer the question to people who are like, well, why did you do it? Firstly, I think the exposure and publicity to our ideas is generally a good thing, and is generally better than no exposure, right? As long as you don't make a total fool of yourself, of course. I knew the whole thing was gonna be slanted against me, but how were they gonna slant against me?
Oh, they're gonna cut you up to make you look
Bad, true. But what is their general motivating interest? They want to paint me as far right, first and foremost. And secondly, they want to create entertainment because that gets views. So basically what you're saying is that they'll cut me up to make me look cooler, right? Like they're gonna cut me up to make me look like this brutal and savage provocateur. Okay, and firstly, I just made sure to be optical and present myself in a reasonable way so that I would be hard to take out of context. Like, firstly, that's just a matter of handling the spotlight and the situation correctly. But I think the basic premise of a lot of y'all's argument is essentially that because these platforms are biased against us, we shouldn't even attempt to make our voice heard on them. Which really makes no sense to me, frankly. Because what did you want me to do? Surrender the debate platform? Which, speaking of that, funny story, they actually originally interviewed me for a different panel on like an actual cultural issue that I was interested in, and I told them I wanted to do it. And then last minute, I kid you not, they didn't say it like this, but this is basically what happened. They're like, you know what? You're Asian. We're gonna put you on the Asian panel instead. Which, I don't care. I thought it was funny, but hey, Vice, what's up with that, huh? I thought you were against token minorities, huh? Are you reducing me to my skin color or whatever? Canceled. But again, in all seriousness, I was like, I'd rather do the other panel, sure, but I will do this one anyway because even though like the whole Asian issues and identity stuff isn't really my political focus, what would the alternative be if I didn't go on there? No disrespect to the other conservatives on the panel, especially Vish. Vish is my boy. I'm sure he would have done fine without me. But who would have sat in my chair if I said no? It very well could have been some like center-right moderate dude who was just going to kiss the liberals' rear end the whole time, right? And instead of going on offense and presenting conservative ideas sincerely and authentically, you could have gotten someone who just defensively tries to be liked the whole time, which I think a lot of well-meaning conservatives try to do in these situations, especially when you have a rabid mob of, colored hair women screaming at you. We do the whole, oh, please don't hate me. I think we just have a difference of opinion. No, screw that. That is not what this panel really needed. It's already biased enough against us. It needed someone who was gonna push back for real and not just bend the knee to the screaming leftoids, right? It needed someone who was going to tell the truth. So I know some of you guys are not happy that I gave Vice the time of day, but the way I see it, that was the reason. Again, first of all, it's still exposure to our ideas. And when you look at the people in the comments, yeah, I know it's a lot of you guys. There's also a bunch of people who have no idea who I am, and they're saying that they agreed most with me of all the people. So clearly, we did not botch that whole situation. And secondly, they're gonna cut me up. They did cut me up, but you just gotta handle that the right way, which you can decide if I did. Again, watch it. I'm encouraging you. And thirdly, as I said, what's the alternative? Having no representation on the panel? I just don't get it. I really don't. But that's for you to decide for yourself. Again, go watch it. We'll start breaking it down tomorrow. If you are new, or you're like finding me from that panel, hey, I appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed me and my commentary. We do this every day, don't we, folks? All right, guys, I'll leave you to that. Go check it out. Wish me luck on my exam tonight. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, folks, alpha moves only. Like and subscribe. God bless and peace.